Hi students, welcome. We are going to dive right in and get started with our Kandinsky inspired drawing today. Most of you have done this one before. Remember, it looked a little something like this, where we played 6 different songs and we really just thought about how Kandinsky really translated color into music and music into color. So a couple things you'll need for us to get started is to have some music around. We'll also need a sheet of paper, and we'll also either need crayons, colored pencils, or oil pastels as I have here. So to get started, I usually used a black sheet of paper, but you guys can use whatever color you have at home. And again, whatever crayon or markers or whatever else you'd like to use to get started. What we need to do is get our paper folded into those 6 different squares. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with our paper nice and tall, okay? We're going to fold it in half, the long way, so it's tall and thin, very skinny type of paper, right? And try to match up those corners so everything comes together real nice. And just drag your finger right down the middle so you've got a perfectly folded in half piece of paper, but you see it's nice and tall. Next, we're going to turn that paper this direction, right? And we're going to fold into thirds. And the way we do that is we grab the right side and you're going to fold it over about to here. Okay, so this way we've got kind of a square shape right here. Something like that. And I'm holding it down here and now I'm going to fold this one just like this. Now you can take this side, we kind of sort of have a flap here, you can take this side and fold it over to the other side. And really pay attention not to fold on top of that middle paper. Try not to crease it, but it should be something like this. Now it's not perfectly matched up, that's okay. We still got our 6 boxes and they're still gonna look pretty amazing, right? Close enough, okay? So as you remember, Kandinsky really loved color. He also loved those concentric circles. Remember, concentric circles are circles inside of circles inside of circles. He really had this fascination for circles. I love this project because circles and all these colors really kind of hug each other. They're just one color inside another inside another. And what happens when colors are really so close to each other, they really start to play with each other and they accentuate each other and they make each other look good together. So they complement each other as well. So a lot of times when blues and yellows are together, they make each other look brighter and bolder and more beautiful. Whereas some colors that are close in color sort of look the same and dull out each other, like reds and purples. So this is a really fun way for us to experiment with different colors using simple shapes. And guys, remember, this is called abstract art. Abstract art is just color, line, and shape, and maybe design a little bit. So that helps the artist really express what they're hearing and what they're feeling. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. Okay, so we're going to choose, remember, our first color. And we started with just a simple circle in the center of that box. So I make a circle about the size of a quarter, something like that. And then I go ahead and I fill it in. Now remember, we should be listening to music as we're kind of filling this in, thinking about what does pink feel to me? What sort of sounds do I hear in my music? Are there lots of trombones or drums or guitar? And how do I translate all that sound into color? Now, a lot of times for me, whenever I hear guitar, I always feel like the color green. It just sort of translates into green for me. So we drew another circle around the first circle, right? And we filled it in. And as we're listening to music a little bit more, I'll choose another color that I think sounds like what I'm hearing. We'll draw one more circle around that circle and fill that in. Right? Going around and around helps really fill in that shape pretty good. And just to finish off that box, grab one last color and we'll fill in that box. Now remember, I would say kind of outline the box so you really know where you're supposed to fill in, and then go ahead and go round and round making big strokes, and let's fill in the rest of that box. pretty soon what you've got here is this beautiful, colorful sort of target shape, right? All those colors are filling in and just hugging each other and creating its own sort of music. As you see, as you keep going, your paper will soon look something like this. We would do it in the classroom where every song would have its own box. So every box looks just a little bit different. Now here's a crazy idea for you. Maybe ask family members, what is their favorite song? Play that music and have each box for a family member. Or maybe if you haven't seen your grandparents for a while and you'd like to send them some beautiful picture, ask them what's some beautiful music that they like to listen to and translate that into some artwork. Now, remember, circle, 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 color, color, color. But guess what, guys? You're at home now, and we've done this one before, so maybe instead of circle, circle, you can change it up a bit, right? This is your chance to get really creative. Perhaps you like a heart shape. You can start with a heart shape. Just choose any simple shape and just keep repeating that shape over and over with the new color. Of course, you're feeling and you're thinking and you're hearing all the music that's playing around you and you're being inspired by all that music. So just shape, 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 fill it in and finish off that box. Also, remember, guys, we really want to fill in the box edge to edge, right? We want this artwork to be spectacular and beautiful and colorful. So really go all the way to the edges of that box and fill in the entire thing. So by the time you're done, you've got something like our sample showed before, right? All of that beautiful color, side to side, top to bottom, edge to edge, is really filling that in. So take a moment, think about what kind of shapes you'd like to make or different music you'd like to play as you create your artwork. This might be a good time for you to go ahead and get started. I'm going to finish this up. We'll play that in fast forward motion so you can really watch me do this quick. I hope you guys enjoy this. Have fun with it. I would love to see some of your artwork. I'll figure out a way for us to share our artwork together, perhaps on a Flipgrid. Bye, guys. It was great teaching you. I hope you have fun.